Hello friends, in today's video I'm going to show you how to replace a print head on this HP OfficeJet Pro 8125E printer. This printer is similar to models like 8139, 8135, and so on. So you can apply the same fix to those models as well. I'm going to be using this power screwdriver from HOTO. So got the light there, and this is everything that comes with this kit. I paid about $30 on Amazon for it, and I'll put the link down in the description below. So this is the one that we're going to need, the T10 star-shaped screwdriver tip. This is another extension. It's not included with this kit, but that's something that I bought separately. It's about 3 inches long. It's a T10 screwdriver tip. I'm going to need it for like deeper screw holes that are on here, and there's about 3 of them. Go ahead and open the front cover. When the print head goes here in the middle, just unplug the printer so it stays in that position. If your print head is stuck, then just go ahead and move on without trying to pull the print head out. I like to put the print head in this position so it's not locked over there. To get to the print head, it's located right here, but you cannot just remove the cartridges and pull the print head out like previous models had from about 10 years ago. So what I will need to do is open up this cover right here, and that's something that I have covered in my other video where we access inside the printer. So it's going to be kind of the same process. Let's go ahead and remove the screws. You need to have this top cover open 90 degrees. So what I do is I put the screwdriver right here, lean it against this little corner right there, and just push it forward, and that detaches this little piece right here. So now we have a better access area to all of all of this panel over here, and we can get to all the screws. Okay, I think I got all the screws out of the way. Let's go ahead and remove this paper path cover. Just goes up like that. And now we'll just go ahead and lift the cover. It's going to be a little bit complicated in this area because there's a power button here and the control panel, but it's still doable. So you'll just kind of push this panel to the left, kind of prop it up a little bit right here. Yep, missed the screw right there. So now we can lift this up. So very carefully lift it up, just like so. There are going to be some cords connected to it. That's why you also have to be very careful. Alright, kind of flip it like this so you don't have to disconnect anything, even though this control panel screen disconnected. We can connect it back when we're putting it together. Okay, you can also disconnect this and just release the top portion. So this other smaller cord, this one right here, will go right here, okay? So now we have better access to the print head and anything else. This is where ink gun accumulates, so you may want to just take the opportunity and clean that up. Now continuing on to the print head removal, it's right here. It's got these 2 springs on the back side. So let's go ahead and carefully pull the spring towards us. Pull it up. I'm using a flathead screwdriver. and this is the spring. So the ring portion of it is going to get hooked to this area right here, and this longer ring is going to be on the printhead latch right there. We're going to do the same to the other one. So you're just kind of grabbing, try not to damage the spring, okay? Now in the back we have a timing strip. Is this clear strip right here that you definitely want to be very careful with. And when you put the new printhead in, or after you clean this one, you want to make sure that it's all in the same order as it is here. So let me show you what that looks like. So here it is. This is the strip that I'm talking about. This one right here. You can see that it's between the plastic kind of sensors. And then we have the wires connected to the back of the printhead. There are 3 of them. What you can do is just go ahead and release the timing strip. You kind of just pull it to the right. And that releases it. And now you have the printhead. Go ahead and disconnect the wires. So just disconnect it there. There. So 2 wide ribbon wires and a narrow one that goes right there. So that's our printhead right there. And this is compatible with many different models. You have some numbers in the back like C2P18A. That could be one of the part numbers. I'm not sure about that. That longer number here, that's most likely a serial number. So that's going to be different on every one of these. That's our printhead. If yours has failed, for sure is just giving you errors, you can clean it. And I'll show you one of the kits that I use. It's actually very inexpensive, and it's under $10, I think, for including the shipping. But it's easy to clean and get your nozzles back in order. Or if you're just putting a new one in that you already bought, hopefully is the correct one, because they all look about the same for many years now. But you want to make sure it's compatible with this one. So hopefully you can get this all done. It's really not that difficult, as you saw. I either use warm water to clean, like I would just put a little bit of warm water, about 1/4 of an inch, and just soak the printhead in there, let some of the stuff dissolve. And not always I have to remove the printhead. For example, when I use this kit over here, I don't remove the printhead every time. I sometimes just fix it in place. So let me show you what's included in this kit, and I'll also include the link down in the description. So this is the kit right here. I'm just going to go ahead and open the new kit so you know exactly what's included in it. So there's a lot of the solution in here. It's 100 milliliters, so that's plenty of, you know, liquid to clear up your printhead nozzles. And then you have this syringe, this tube. There's even a glove in there. I use my own gloves though. And then these port covers, which you can just put right over the port and try to push the solution through. So this is for like, it's actually, it works for many different printhead models. This one is gonna go over these smaller holes, and this one works well over the bigger, the black one. So all you do is either directly connect it. There's these little guys right here that you use to connect the syringe to the tube and push the solution that way. So it works very well. This is how I got it, right over the nozzle. And I press, and let me show you here where the nozzle is so we can all see. There you go. got a really nice straight line coming out. That's what you want to see on a nozzle. If you were cleaning the printhead, make sure it's all dry, so don't rush to put it back in. Just make sure everything is dry, especially this area right here where the connections are. And we're ready to put it back in. It's actually easier for me to connect these wires while the printhead is out. So that's what I'm going to do. Put this one back. Straight in. And this one last narrow ribbon cord. There we go. Let's see that in there. Now make sure this is not dirty or anything. Make sure there's no moisture on there, and be very careful not to pull it. So this is the position that is going to be in, with the arrow facing the back, and it's going to be on the right side of the printer. I'll just go ahead and feed it through here. Now feed it right in between those sensors, like that. And then through this side, like so. And now we're going to hook it to this little hook right there. Now we have to put the springs back. So like here, like this, I'm going to hook it over there. And then, okay, got it hooked there. There we go. You can also use a tool like this. So also hook it on that end. There we go. So printhead is back in its spot where it's supposed to be. Okay, now let's go ahead and put the cover back. So connect this ribbon wire to the main board. And now we have this one that we need to connect to this power button. Okay, that got that connected over here. Also, using like tweezers helps also with things like that. Go ahead and place it down. Make sure those two wires are still connected. I'm going to put right under here that latch there. Now let's go ahead and place everything back. It should go in there. Okay, just make sure it snaps in. Let's go ahead and put this support arm in place. So all you do is just bring it over here, like so. Just snap it in there. There you go. And before I put all the screws back, I want to make sure that I have everything connected properly. I'm going to put this back as well, and I'll try to turn on the printer and make sure everything is working. All right, so the printer turns on. All right, it looks like everything is working. I'm going to go ahead and put all the screws back where they belong. And so I need to just undo this again to do that. So the printer asks for the cartridges. That's a good sign. It means everything is in working order. We're just going to go ahead and check how it prints now. You may need to purge some ink through, and in order to do that, you'll need to do a clean printhead or put new ink cartridges in. And on this model, usually it will be in maintenance. On this model, it's in troubleshooting, and then you're just going to just select printhead cleaning, and just level 1 is good enough. It's the quickest one. Takes about 2 minutes, and that should purge the ink through the printhead. I know I put some magenta through, and I need to put the ink back into that nozzle, so that's what it's going to do. And we're all set here.